Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you our construction and the custom operations that we have for our cabinets. Okay, so we do things a little bit differently. So we had to change the construction on a product by product level. To give you an example of that, I'm gonna edit this cabinet. Since it's the most simple construction, there's not a lot going on. So I'm gonna hit edit, and I'm gonna break it down for you. Each cabinet consists of, they're basically a box, and you have your back panel, you have your left panel, your side, left side, and your right side, and your bottom. Okay, that is the most important part of your cabinet. And then you have your doors, drawers, and everything else. But what makes the cabinet is your box construction of those four parts: the left, the right, the back, and the bottom. Now, the left and right panels, okay, get grooves on the sides of them so that the back panel can slide into them using that lock joint, which we will show you in person. So that construction is going to be seen on any left or right panel that you click on, and when you click on edit, you click on operations, and you're going to see here's the operation for the back panel. As you can see, it's 0.66 inches wide, and it's zero point 0.5 inches from the bottom. Now, when it says zero point 0.5 inches, what it's referencing is the middle of this groove. So this groove right here. So from here to here is zero point 0.5 inches in distance. Okay, so the formula for that, if you wanted to align this properly, is if you wanted this right here, distance right here, is 1/4 of an inch. So what we had to do was take 0.66 divided by 2, because this is 0.66 and this is half of it right here, and then we did plus 1/4 of an inch, and this is a formula, and I'll show you how to do these in another video or in person. But this x is always going to be in the half, in the half point of your groove. That's just how it does it. So you always have to understand what your half is. So by doing 0.66, 2 millimeters, I'll explain this in another video, divided by half. So this is saying 1/2 of 0.66. So this is going to be 0.33, okay, which is right here, plus 0.25. So that's how we get it to be exactly where we want it to, and that's how we have this become 1/4 inch of a space. I'll explain that more. It sounds complicated. I know it's really not. Now your bottom, this gets a hook joint. So this is a lock joint. This is a hook joint. It's very similar, except we shave it down a little bit, and I'm going to explain that to you in person. But same thing. This is 0.42 inches, and this is 0.54 inches. So it's very important that you understand these operations because they need to be the same on every box that we build. Sometimes the software likes to revert this back to 0.75 inches because that's the system default, and we can't allow that to happen. We always need it to be 0.66 inches, and the Y needs to be 0.58 inches. And then your x-axis, it needs to be at 0, which is all the way over here. So this is your x, and this is your y. This is the operation for the stretcher. Again, this is I know pretty complex. I'm not expecting you to understand it just yet, but it'll make sense to you later on. But for right now, it's just important to understand that these are the required operations for our cabinets. As you can see, these operations for these hook joints, we have a circle here, and what we're doing is we're drilling out a circle so that this tool can go in there drop down, and then start cutting it out, as that tool will not cut down. So we need to make a tool cut by cutting this hole first. So it goes in order of operations. So that's basically the gist of our construction. It's very simple, and I want to keep this video not so long, so I'm going to cut this one off right here. This is very important to study, and this will be a video that you probably reference just to try to understand some other things, but I want to try to make a separate video for every little thing, so if you ever get stuck somewhere, you can have a video to reference to kind of refresh your memory.